Welcome to Basel.
Thank you.
So, Hublot launches the new ICC World Cup
Cricket watch? Yeah.
Watch. So, what do you feel about it first? Do you like it?
I think it's brilliant. I think that it's very intelligently made. I speak a lot about the extra 1%ers in our job as sportsmen, striving to be that better person, that better player. And when you have a look at what's gone into this watch, just the extra little bits and pieces, the little cricket bat that's spinning around in the circle, the stumps that are at number 12, the seam that's presented in the watch strap, it's a sexy watch. It's a beautiful watch.
But before associating with Hublot, I mean, were you a watch guy? Like, did you like watches?
But I did like watches. I liked them a lot when I didn't have children. And then when children came along, it was a case of, okay, see, some things just need to be popped to one side. But I still do have a love affair with luxury goods. I like my cars, I do like watches. But when this opportunity to be associated to a brand like Hublot came about, it was definitely something that was looked upon very favorably, because at the end of your career, when no longer on the field but quite visible in the commentary box and on social media, and I'm doing a lot of conservation work, when you get a brand like this wanting to commit into all these parts of what I do, it just puts a smile on my face.
So, the next World Cup is pretty much in your country.
Yep.
So, what's happening? I mean, what's your bet? I know there's still some time to go. India didn't have a great series against Aussies.
Mate, it's going to be conditions dependent. So
Right.
if the weather is horrible and it's misty and wet and windy and cold, then I think England are 100% front runners. But if it's a beautiful summer and the weather plays fair and the wickets start dry and the ball starts to spin, then it definitely brings in the Asian countries. That India-Pakistan game is going to be some game, man. Some game.
Talking about, let's talk about a bit about your fascination for cars and watches. So, what kind of cars do you? Are you a sedan guy? Are you a SUV guy?
Mate, I've had most cars. I've had Porsches, Aston Martins, Ferraris. I've had everything. But now I have what have I got? I've got Mercedes, Tesla, and Land Rover. That's what I've got at the moment. Land Rover family car. The Tesla is another, the SUV, the family car, and then a Mercedes, just a car.
Let's talk about your relationship with India. When you have been a very, very frequent visitor, you've played for the IPL, and what do you feel about IPL as a project?
Every sportsman is a business. So when you get the opportunity to go and ply your trade and become better at your job and take your business to different parts of the world, you become better. You can become better if you put your mind to it. You can learn from mistakes. You can learn to get better. You can draw on positive influences. You can make new friends. So my message to the players is to engage in India, because it's the most beautiful country. There's some amazing places, and if you as a cricketer can't enjoy a country like India, where cricket is a religion, then there's something wrong with you.
Any fond memories of India? I'm sure you will have plenty
Yes,
of them.
beating India in 2012 was wonderful. Something you might have forgotten, sir.
Something not about. Can you talk about something where you've not been in India? It's just the pleasures of being in India and loving India. Can you just keep that aside?
Oh, you want to leave?
Okay.
Should I talk about that 100 I scored in Mumbai, or should I leave that as well?
Well, the three things you don't want to talk about. No, why can't we talk about something other than cricket for the moment?
Of course we can.
Yeah.
Of course we can.
Let's not talk about cricket.
Okay, we'll park the cricket.
Yeah.
First interview I've ever done with an Indian who wants to park the cricket.
Yeah,
that's okay, mate. You know what? Just my fascination with the Indian people, how hospitable they are, and how they're prepared to just do absolutely anything to make us feel comfortable in every single city and every single town and on every single aeroplane and every single car. That fascination of cricket and that passion for the sport is something that is just phenomenal. You drive around the streets when India are playing and there's no one on the streets. But then by certain televisions there could be like 200 people just looking at one television to watch the game that's being broadcast. So that fascination for sport, I think the culture, the many different languages, the different entertainment spaces. So the entertainment space down in the Chennai area, then you've got Bollywood, then you go up to Kolkata. So I mean, it just generally changes, and also how diverse the country is, and also the wildlife. I love the wildlife in India. So there's so many different aspects of that beautiful country. I mean, they call it beautiful India for a reason, right?
Do you have any fascination for food in India? Like, do you like something in some
I'm very
city?
simplistic with my food. Very
Okay,
simple.
so you-
So tomorrow when I arrive in India, within 25 minutes I'll have a butter chicken, and then I'll make my way to the ground, and then when I come back I'll have another butter chicken, and I'll go to bed.
A couple of maybe 20 seconds on Virat Kohli as a cricketer today.
Virat's a freak show. He makes us guys look like we were school kids. The way we batted, he makes us guys look like we were school kids. But he's also a close friend of mine, and I speak to him a hell of a lot, and I'm so proud of him. I captained him in Bangalore all those years ago, that first season of the IPL, and I've remained close to Virat the whole time through his career. So I can't be prouder of somebody who's gone out there and genuinely made a difference.
See, there have been lots of great cricketers, but what has made Virat so successful over the past 2 years?
Consistency.
What
Consistency.
really drives the consistency for him? That was
His health,
yeah.
his lifestyle, his desire to win, and his passion.
So I want to end with a very clear message for the Indian fans.
I think my general message to all fans around the world is to give players the opportunity to be successful. And I completely understand the religion attached to cricket in the subcontinent, but for the players to be consistent, the fans have to try and be a lot more consistent in helping them realize their dreams.
Thank you.